Good afternoon. My name is Bill Stubbles. I'm one of the solutions engineers for the GoAnywhere product. Today we're going to talk about the advanced workflows. So a workflow is a series of tasks that comprise a business process. Typically, when we're building workflows out, we're going to start out with resources. These are the external servers or objects that GoAnywhere is going to connect to as part of that workflow processing. You can see a list here of the objects that we support, the different resource types. Once we've got the resources built out that the project is going to utilize, or the workflow, we go ahead over here to the project designer. GoAnywhere includes a number of templates that you can use as training tools to get to learn how the product works. In this particular case, I'm going to show you a project I have pre-built. So the project designer view is comprised of 4 frames. First, we have the component library. This is a list of all the available tasks that we can include within the project. There's about 150 of them total. Then we have the project outline, which is a graphical view of the tasks that we have within the project. Then here we have the object view, where we have the individual tasks. And in this view is where we will update the parameters that we're plugging into the various tasks to go ahead and complete whatever function that particular task is supposed to complete. Then lastly, we have a list of variables here. Variables include system variables that are predefined, as well as variables that we can define here as part of the project or at a more global level. Once we've built out the project, once we've identified the tasks we want the project to complete, once we have these tasks in the appropriate order, and we can divide these, or we can organize, these tasks into modules to make for a little bit easier reading in terms of being able to support the projects. Once we've got the project built out, we can go ahead and validate the code here to make sure that the project compiles properly. No errors, light blue is the conditions we're going to want to see here. We can also go ahead and execute projects real time to go ahead and see how the functionality works. And when we execute a project, whether it is successful or fails, we have a dynamic link here to a project log where we can see step by step everything that this project accomplished. If any of these steps had errored out, we'd see the error message here, and we'd see some kind of troubleshooting information. Once we have the project designed, once we have the project working as expected, one of the last things we're likely going to look at is how to automate this project so that it can be run without human intervention. Towards this end, we can build out batch-type schedules to run projects on fixed schedules, or we can build out monitors to make project execution more event-driven, or we can trigger off of user-created events to make the project fully event-driven. Thank you very much for your time. Please reach out to your sales representatives if you have any questions or if you'd like additional information.